All right, we are making a smoothie, a giant, delicious green smoothie for me and Cosmo. We have, we have collard greens, kale, we have ground flax seeds, barley grass juice powder, 2 big bananas, a tangerine, some frozen mango, and a bunch of frozen berries, and it's quite full, as you can see, and water is our liquid. But Cosmo drinks so much smoothie, so I have to make a giant smoothie full, or blender full. Yeah, there's the smoothie. I have these awesome mason jars. They're plastic, and the straw doesn't come all the way out, and they can twist top. Cosmo's not quite at the age where he can just like walk around holding it, but we just sit there and drink our smoothie together, and I help him out. And there's my smoothie. He does not finish this whole thing for breakfast, mind you. He gets about 3/4 of the way down and then finishes the rest after nap. Good morning. I'm gonna take my crummy sweatshirt off so you can see my cute shirt underneath. Okay, we have a full day today, and it's a lot of being in the kitchen, which is most of my life. I actually love food, and I love putting a lot of time and energy into making delicious, wholesome food, and I haven't been able to do much of that lately because of working on the course. As you know, we launched the Vegan for Good course, and it's so exciting. I'm so happy that it's out into the world, and I've already received so many messages from you guys that are honestly making me cry because you guys are so pumped on your vegan journey, and I am so pumped with you. You're getting me pumped. And anyway, I cook a lot for work, so for making videos about cooking and stuff, and I also just really love spending time in the kitchen. I genuinely enjoy it. I love just providing wholesome food for my family and making more things from scratch, and I really would love to focus on that this year, like less packaged foods. I love reducing my waste in that way. You know, ever since COVID and then getting pregnant, which happened simultaneously, it was really hard for me to keep up with my zero waste journey, my zero waste aspirations. You know, I was like composting and gardening and really rarely using single-use plastic, and then it just kind of crept back into my life because pregnancy was really hard for me. And anyway, I'd really like to get back to it, and I'd like to get back to all those things and even challenge myself more. I want to make hummus all the time. I really want to learn how to make sourdough bread. My friend is really good at it, so I'm gonna have her come over and teach me. And making my own granola and yeah, things like that. Just like sort of making it a priority to make things from scratch. I know that's not for everyone, and part of me sort of feels like, yeah, let's show people like making things from scratch and like just showcase it on my channel, on my Instagram. For one, it's very beautiful. I find like food, non-packaged foods very beautiful and alluring, and very inspiring for people to motivate themselves to make a few more things from scratch than they're used to. On the other hand, I don't like this sort of like intimidating thing about being vegan, like, oh, if you're vegan it means you have to spend 3 hours a day in the kitchen, you know, making everything from scratch. Absolutely not. You do not have to make all these things from scratch if you're vegan at all. You do have to cook, like you have to learn how to cook, but that goes whether you're vegan or not. Like if you want to eat wholesome foods, you have to learn how to cook. And for those who have a budget for it, there are like really awesome meal delivery kits that I'm not a fan of, but they work for a lot of people. My point is, like, I never want to give this perception of this like unattainable lifestyle, because I find that there are so many ways to be vegan. Like you don't have to be vegan the way I'm vegan. I live in Southern California, so I have access to like an abundance of fresh produce in the winter. Not everyone has that. And sometimes being vegan in the winter time for you might look like hard squashes, potatoes, rice, and grains, and beans, and onions and garlic. Like there's still some things you can get, but mostly it's gonna be not fresh food, fresh produce, and that's totally fine. Or you're buying, you know, imported fruits and vegetables, which I think is great too. Like, yes, it's not amazing for the environment, but let's take advantage of that development in our society where we can ship produce and have access to all the phytonutrients throughout the year. Anyway, all that to say, I have a lot of dishes to do this morning. I have some cooking to do I'm gonna talk about, but first, I really want to tell you something. It's life-changing, okay? My assistant's name is Allie Cherry, and she is so wonderful. She's very organized. She's just put together. Like everything she does, she's like put together. And I, on the other hand, am such a hot mess, which is why I need her. And she's so amazing and helpful and such a support for me. The first day she comes over here, I'm like, yeah, honestly, sometimes I just need help with doing dishes because I have other stuff I'm dealing with. Are you cool with doing dishes sometimes? And she's like, yeah, sure. The next day she shows up with these gloves. Oh, I gave her a real hard time about these gloves. She washes dishes using gloves, and I only knew one other person, my friend Cynthia, who did that, and I just thought it was so silly. Like, why are you wearing gloves? You know, winter rolls around every single year, my hands crack because I have drier skin. I just thought it was something I had to live with in the winter. Then I tried using these gloves while washing dishes, completely life-changing, and now my hands don't crack at all. My hands feel fine. All I had to do was wear gloves. Anyway, if anyone else is dealing with that this winter, I highly recommend washing your dishes with gloves on. The end. I will no longer make fun of Allie. I'm sorry, Allie. All right, let's wash some dishes. Okay, tell me how much you love this beautiful pottery. I'm not sponsored. They're just like really sweet followers who are like, we want to send you some pottery. And it was such a surprise at how high quality and beautiful it is. And yes, that is a lot of citrus. Okay, before I get started on my cooking projects, I'm gonna drink my tea while I get my makeup on. I have to put my bangs up to do makeup or anything, and it just looks so silly. You are welcome to make fun of me. This is my life now. I use the Josie Maran, what's it called? Argan Matchmaker Serum for Foundation. I love this foundation, but it's literally the worst bottle ever because there's so much left I can see, and it's very expensive, so I don't like to waste it. So to use it's just stupid. Like, let me use the entire thing. I like plastic containers because I can cut them and get the rest out of it. Get every last drop. And I just sort of take this brush from Tarte. It is vegan, no animal hairs, and I blend it in a little bit just around this area. Okay, next, let's do this. This is from Thrive Causemetics. I think this is the stupidest name. I'm just gonna be real honest with you guys. I think this is the dumbest name for makeup. See what they're doing? It's like all vegan and cruelty-free and stuff, so it's Causemetics. And also, like, not only is that dumb, but every vegan brand on the planet is called Thrive, so it's so stupid. This is a semi-permanent brow gel. What does semi-permanent mean? I just use it to like shape them and sort of just get them a little bit more even. I've never had thick eyebrows. Always wanted to look like Brooke Shields. And this is as close as I'm gonna get. All right, next thing is mascara. I know mascara for a lot of people is not an everyday makeup, but for me it is. I curl them. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I don't do it right when I curl them. Hold on. I see it. Why is that? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. This is also from Thrive Causemetics. I love this mascara so much because they're like microfibers or something. What do you call them? It's like little things that stick to the eyelashes and they're really easy to wash off, which is not great for going to the beach. I just hate like rubbing my eyes so much to get makeup off because I feel like it's not good for your skin. And it's just so easy to remove. And then I do this with the bangs. I do nothing to style my hair, like literally nothing. I just occasionally wash it, like really rarely. Once a month I wash it. And that is my beauty routine. Okay, I'm gonna get dressed in some new clothes. I just got an order from ThredUp and I'm so excited about them. ThredUp is this amazing online thrift store, and what I love about ThredUp is I can buy some of the brands that are like fast fashion, but they're secondhand, so I'm not supporting the fast fashion. It's pretty awesome. It's just such a great way to buy secondhand clothes because as a busy mom, I just don't have time to go to the thrift store anymore. Not to mention, they have this like filter system that makes it super easy to shop. You could put in your sizes, you can put in the color you want, the pattern, the texture, the material, the brand obviously, and the type of clothes you're looking for, and it'll filter everything so nicely for you. It's such an easy shopping experience, which I love. And they also have a really great app so you can shop on your phone too. Let me tell you about some of the outfits that I got. I'm so excited for them. It's so nice in the winter to get some fresh new clothes, and I love that they're new to me, but not new to the earth, so we aren't creating more waste, which is amazing. First things first, I keep getting questions about these jeans. Let me show you. These jeans are Everlane jeans, and I think they're called like the 90s cheeky fit. The estimated retail for these Everlane jeans are $78, and the ThredUp price was $31.99. Okay, my next outfit from ThredUp is these Topshop pants, which are sort of dress pants, but they're just really fun. I love the color. It's like this, I don't know, interesting brown, and they're wide-legged and high-waisted. The estimated retail for these Topshop pants are $80, and the ThredUp price is $27.99. The ThredUp price for this Zara tee was $10.99, and it's 20% off the estimated retail. I got another pair of Everlane pants. They're like wide-legged, high-waisted, as I love. The estimated retail for these pants is $78, but the ThredUp price was only $44.99. I also got this sort of oversized leopard print Zara dress, and I love it. It's so comfortable, and I just find it very flattering and cute and just still so like relaxed. The estimated retail for this dress is $46, but the ThredUp price was only $21.99. So I just want to say a huge thank you to ThredUp for sponsoring today's video and making it possible. If you want to get 30% off your first ThredUp order, use my code HANNAHM. And let's get cooking. We have so much to do. Okay, I have my tea, and also I put more of this lipstick on. This is the 100% pure. The color is Peach Bellini, and I think it's so cute. Okay, what are we doing today? We are going to make a bunch of food for our friend Mel, who just had a baby. Now, I have known many people to have babies over the years, and I always bring them a meal. I don't know if you have heard of the website called Meal Train, but it's amazing. If anyone is ever going through a hard time, just had a baby, you know, broke their leg, had surgery, lost a loved one, and you want to do something amazing for them, you set up a meal train, get everyone to contribute a meal and sign up to bring them a home-cooked meal. It's just the best when you are going through a lot. And anyway, I had a baby 14 months ago to this day. Postpartum recovery is intense. It's like so many wonderful, wonderful emotions, and your body is literally healing from like the most intense, like it feels like you were hit by a train. Like it's like you're taking care of this tiny little person and your vagina's a mess. And I'm fortunate enough to have an amazing supportive partner who could take paternity leave and really be there for me as I recovered postpartum and help with the baby, because it's his baby too. But even with like full support from Eric, it's just a lot when you have a baby. And before I had my own baby, I kind of didn't get it. Like I knew, oh yeah, I should go help out because I just had a baby. Like now, I am like paying penance for all the times that I like wasn't there for my friends who had babies. And anytime I have a friend who has a baby now, I go overboard with making them tons of food. I try to really be there for them. We're all signed up on the meal train. We're going today, and I'm so excited to hear her birth story because Mel and I have very similar lifestyles. We have very similar views on the world and views on birth and raising kids. She had a home birth, and I was like the friend who was like, birth is amazing, Mel. Like it's just the most intense, like transformative experience you'll ever have in your entire life. And it's like therapy plus sex plus birth, whatever birth is. So we are making her a bunch of food. I already made 2 things because I like to plan ahead and I like to be prepared because things always take 3 times as long as you think they're gonna take, especially when you have a baby and especially when you're filming your life and have to set up camera angles. We made banana bread, the From My Bowl banana bread. It's the best banana bread. Mel and I both make it and love it. Last night, I also made my sister's lentil dal recipe. I've tried a lot of lentil dal recipes and my sister's recipe is the best one. I'm gonna make 2 more things for her. I'm gonna make her a green juice. I feel like green juices, homemade green juices especially, it's like a special treat because it's kind of a lot of work to juice. I never juice anymore, like twice a year, let's say. And then we're gonna make the linguine parm from my sister's ebook. So my sister's Ellen Fisher, by the way, if you don't know, and her latest ebook is called Epic Vegan Cravings, and it's just really good, like amazing recipes in there. Not sponsored by my sister at all. I just genuinely love these recipes. And the linguine parm is so decadent and rich and delicious. And I know Mel hasn't had it yet. So I'm gonna start by juicing the ginger. I love adding ginger to pretty much everything. I always buy a really big box. Ginger just has so many wonderful healing properties and it gives it a really nice kick in the juice and it's spicy and delicious. I love adding lots of dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens are some of the most nutritional foods on the planet. They're just like packed with nutrition for how many calories they are. I got this dark leafy kale. That's such a nice texture. This is from the farmer's market. It's really rich in color and lots of phytonutrients. And then I have some mustard greens that I got from Sprouts. And this is gonna be a very green drink. And thankfully, Mel is so down. Oh my gosh, look at this amazing juice. This is all ginger and leafy greens. I love eating greens every day in all forms. I rarely juice, like I said, but blended greens are amazing. Chewing a big salad is amazing. Cooking greens, adding it to your soups and curries, amazing. The next thing we're gonna add to our juice is some celery and cucumber. When you give birth and you just are breastfeeding constantly, like literally all day and all night, it can be very dehydrating, so I love to rehydrate with cucumber and celery. They're just packed full of minerals, packed full of phytonutrients, and again, I don't only juice this stuff, like I eat this stuff whole too, but every once in a while, getting them in juice form can be really replenishing. And this is gonna be the bulk of like the volume of the juice, is these hydrating vegetables. Technically, a fruit. Just go like that. So now we're gonna juice the sort of flavorful things. We just have 2 Gala apples and this Meyer lemon from my dad's tree. The apples are really just to make it palatable. Wow, doesn't that look amazing? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love green juice. I just find it so beautiful. So let's put these in the fridge for Mel. And let's enjoy mine right now. Oh my gosh, it tastes so good. You don't have to make green juice to be a vegan. You don't have to live in California to be a vegan. This is just me. I'm just gonna have my avocado toast while I read over the recipe. I've never made this by myself before. I only have made it at my sister's house. It's one of those like really decadent, super delicious recipes, and I just really like to read through a recipe before I make it so there's no surprises. I'm about to pack everything up, and the last thing I need to sort of pack up are the farmer's market goodies that I got from Mel. I remember when I just had a baby, I really wanted someone to go to the farmer's market for me and do a big haul because it's just a ritual of mine, and Mel's the same way. She loves the farmer's market and an abundance of beautiful plants. So I got her some Tango tangerines, some Caro oranges, Oro Blanco grapefruit, and her favorite, Satsuma tangerines. Let's see. And also Fuerte avocado and Zotano avocado and Hass avocado and kale and lettuce. Yeah, and the end. One more thing I got from Mel is some Harmless Harvest coconut water. This is by far the best coconut water you can buy in a bottle. It tastes like it came straight from the coconut. Anytime actually I bring food to someone who just had a baby, I bring them a bottle of this because it's expensive, so it's something you like don't really want to buy for yourself all the time. But it is so hydrating and full of minerals. It's just really nice when you're breastfeeding. I have the linguine parm all hot and ready to be eaten, and I made this cashew parmesan to go on top. Parmesan, what do you say? Trying to be natural and candid. But I wasn't. Remember to get 30% off your first order of ThreadUp. Use my code HannahM.